When this one was first built out, the idea was that the foundation for it would be a chalkboard. So we created the dark surface, and each of the math teachers came down and wrote out their favorite equations. We then sealed over top of that and started to build out the mural.
Danville High School art teacher Jeff Lynch talks about the start of work behind his favorite mural in the hallway of the school's math department. A truly jaw-dropping piece of work that greets you as you round the corner, complete with its math equations and Albert Einstein. It is one of 10 murals hanging in the school and one of 50 in buildings throughout the district. It also sits right around the corner or so from Lynch's other favorite in the English department hallway.
Each of the English teachers submitted a list of their favorite books and books that we read in classes here. So then each student in my class got a board and they were tasked with a different way to maybe decorate that book jacket.
It is very interesting to see their takes on these masterpieces, with some even adding an extra dimension to their book spine decorations. They've been doing murals at Danville for probably 40 years, with Lynch focusing them lately on ones that fit particular spaces, like for math and English. This patriotic one that is at the entrance to the social studies hallway, and this one that has taken the better part of a year and will soon hang in the ag area.
So we first sketched out the design on a whole bunch of large pieces of paper with a projector, and we transferred them over onto these large pieces of wood here, and we almost did like a paint by number, where we assigned colors and numbers together, and we painted the colors onto the wood, and then we started to add fine details into it, so mixing colors and giving it more design and texture into the painting.
The idea is to do a mural a year, with plans to keep up that pace until Lynch retires. The murals are designed by the 2D design class, and they also lay the foundation for the work. But Lynch says at some point all of his students will touch the mural, from the ground floor Art 1 students to AP Art students, who may step in and grab a brush to clean up an area or two.
I think for me it's a way to bring our art outside of our classroom. And it's a way to maybe kind of feel like we're living in an art gallery. I think the more creative environment we have, the better learning environment it is. So I think in a way, by having our art scattered throughout the building, I think it's kind of good for everybody.
Here's the thing. While the murals themselves are amazing to look at in a scholastic setting, the stories behind them are just as interesting. Take the middle school, for instance, which currently has 5, and hopes like Lynch to keep adding one each year. They had to start from scratch after the floods of 2011 heavily damaged this school, destroying the ones that were up at that time. Kids across grades 6 through 8 in their art club have worked with magazine paper and felt circles and were joined by community members in crafting these works in their art room. Liberty Valley 5th graders have been learning glass fusion, using layers on glass tiles that are fused together by a kiln to create eye-catching pieces that you'll find inside the main entrance to the intermediate school and hanging in 3s outside of the library. The other mural here that grabs your eye as soon as you walk in is this piece of Egypt's history made out of copper with copper tooling and carbondo behind it so you can't dent it. Outside the primary school is the work of Doug Firestone, an artist in residence who took scrap metal they collected throughout the year to create a replica from the borough's past, a train that may have carried iron from the old forges. Inside are self-portraits that were created by the school's first second grade class after opening in 2011. These students are now in high school. Much like at the middle school, magazine paper makes up this mural in the cafeteria/gym/auditorium that uses specials as inspiration, STEM, Spanish, PE, and the like. But perhaps the neatest mural was made by the staff. The wings just outside of that multi-purpose room with a special message for the kids